I'm live. I'm going to be testing version 0.9.2 before I release it. So we do have destructible overpasses now. Let me just show that off quickly. Hello Lucy Lou, in Real Smurf. Oh yeah, right at the start I've been streaming 39 seconds. Actually I just thought it would probably be useful. Alright, let's change some of these with the regular X junction. Just so that we can quickly drive up and down to observe the overpasses. Okay, plenty of overpasses to test. This is just going to be a little quick thing in let's go in sandbox mode, and then we'll do a quick playthrough of career mode, just chase maybe one tornado, and then call it a night. Because I need to actually have time to type up the update notes. Hunt delay, just so we can demo it, let's say between 1 and 4 minutes. What did you miss? It's been a while. Yeah, I haven't seen on the stream in a while. Trying to think, a lot's changed. We've got overpasses now and motorways. So on the motorway, there's no speed limit, so the truck's limited to certain speeds depending on whether it's off-road, on a dirt road, or on a paved road. On the motorway, there is no speed limit, so it's a quick way of getting around. There's now a main menu, you may have noticed. We've got career mode and sandbox mode. There's now dust and particle effects, like blowing into the tornado. Yeah, I think those are the major ones. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here in sandbox mode is just test out the overpass destruction. Then we'll go into career mode. They made a lot of overpasses just so we're guaranteed to actually see one collapse. I had to revert the attempted fix to the tailgate yesterday. Unfortunately, it wasn't stable enough to put into the release, so I've just reverted them. Okay, this tornado looks like it's going to touch down right on top of us. Yeah, last I heard you had your finals, didn't you? I think that was the last conversation I remember us having. Is the wind stronger under an overpass? It's not. Well, in real life it is. In the game it's not, I should clarify. But I do feel like penalising the player in some way for sheltering under an overpass, because that obviously shouldn't be encouraged. To be fair, if you are parked underneath it and it collapses, you will get like samples and things taken off, and money, because any sort of impact with your vehicle costs you money. Final Season 2 coming soon. Yeah, so called finals, but there's multiple rounds of them. Yeah, I don't miss exams at all. Okay, of course it's going to touch down right on the very edge of the map. If we get there fast enough, we might still be able to see... Oh yeah, and trailer parks as well. People get injured or killed, depending on whether you've won them in time. It's then tracked over the entire gameplay career, and then you have a rescue score depending on how many people you've saved and how many people got injured or killed while you've been chasing. And depend on that outcome, your score will increase, and that's now how you progress rather than using the anomalies. Done some optimization on the debris handling as well, so that things, you can get a lot of destruction and debris, but it hopefully won't tank frames per second. Because I had it as low as, I think it was like 1 frame every 7 seconds or something like that. Because these trailer parks literally give off thousands of bits of debris, so I had to optimize the logic there a bit. Come on, hopefully it hunts and comes towards us. Nice power flash there. Oh yeah, perfect. It's almost as if it heard me. Right, let's lure it over to one of these overpasses. And you can sound sirens as well to warn the residents. We're going to watch that trailer park get absolutely demolished here. Let's get a good vantage point up over here. Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't put proper slip roads on. I had to make it like a weird T-junction, which usually you don't really have a T-junction onto a motorway, you'd have a slip road. But the way easy roads work, it just wasn't going to work properly. Yeah, so you can see the dust and particle effects now. Also, that repeated beeping you can hear, I had to do like a spectral analysis on the sound effects from Twister, where Dusty's computer starts beeping at the drive-in tornado. And I didn't want to rip it directly from Twister, so what I did instead was analyze it, find the frequencies, and then generate them myself. Oh, that looks like the bridge is destructed because we just fell through it, which means the overpass is going to start breaking to pieces now. At least it should. I just tested it right before the stream. Okay, let's try and reset the thing. Yeah, look, parts of the overpass have collapsed. Also, I don't know how recent you... I can't remember when I added it, but every bit of impact with debris or crashing costs you some amount of samples or money, depending on how strong the impact is. I say that looks really cool. I really like how all the effects have come together. You got the debris effects, the wind effects, the volumetric rendering. Yeah, look, a section of the overpass collapsed there. Will death be reintroduced? I'm not sure. I feel like it breaks the flow of the gameplay too much. Like, I feel like it's quite frustrating, like on Outbreak, for example, where you could be waiting like 20 minutes for something to form. You finally start chasing, you get a bit too close, and then that's it, your chase session's over. So I've made it, so rather than death, you can just potentially lose all of your money and all of your samples. Okay, it's coming for me again. Right. If I step out of the truck, it means that we won't get thrown around as much. Yeah, debris, yeah. I think, you usually say debris, you're thinking like bits of wood and stuff, not entire vehicles. If we stand close enough, actually added some sort of metallic scraping sound effects. Because I imagine there'd be some sort of rebar running through this. I couldn't find a concrete, like, braking sound effect, but if we'll listen carefully. Maybe it's a bit too loud. We should be able to hear the overpass breaking apart. Look, we're like in the eye. Zoom out. It's just impossible to see anything. I wonder why the overpass isn't breaking apart. It's because it'll be breaking apart where the edges of the funnel are, rather than where the center. Because the center's only 100 miles an hour. That's not strong enough to cause anything to break. Uh, oh, this road's raised a bit too high. Okay, that's one thing I need to fix. Maybe I just need that little jump thing to the player. Oh, there. It's starting to break apart now. See, now it's moving away. It's because the edge of the funnel's where the strongest winds are. Some of them remain floating. There's not a lot I can do about that. I can't really implement the entire physics of the bridge. But I do see you can get stuck, potentially. There goes a tree. Right, so I think I add one thing I can show behind the scenes quickly. We literally just need a little jump controller. So we're going to start a new conversation. In the main gameplay scene, there is a first-person controller. Right now, it uses WASD and Shift for walking and running. There needs to be a small jump when you press space. Oh, you gotta go. All right. Hopefully I was able to squeeze in enough of the demo there for you to check out before you had to go. Yeah, actually you could evade them by hiding in a shelter. I do have, let's see if I still got it, in my Meshi account. Let's log in. I don't know if I've still got it. I did generate it while I had my paid subscription. Let's have a quick check. I've still got my 900 credits. How do I find my things that are generated? So this is off screen. I've got a second screen here. I'm just trying to find out where the things are generated got put. Let's see, my profile. There's a workspace I need to go into. Ah, here it is. Did I get it textured? Oh, here it is. Maybe we could put it in the game. Let me pull it up on screen here. Use AI to generate this. It's an above ground shelter based on the design of the one in Twister. They kind of used the style for like the windows. So what I could do, can I just download this? Um, Download settings, FBX, that should be fine, shouldn't it? FBX should be fine. So yeah, I think what you could do is hide in these shelters. Like you won't be able to see inside them, but what happens when you step inside, you'll go into like a third person camera where you can kind of pan your camera around and see what the tornado's up to while they're hiding there. But yeah, I'll have to make those make an appearance. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, the shed with pipes at the end. Jump height is 0.4 meters. I think 0.4 meters is a decent. Is that decent vertical jump? I don't know. Average vertical jump height. The average standard vertical jump for an untrained male is 40 to 50. Oh, okay, so that's just average. I guess 0.4 per meter in my mind was um, higher than it actually is. Right. Okay, let's let it compile. We'll do another build and we'll test out um, jumping, and then we'll go into career mode as well. I think what I say is it a pump house? Is that the technical term for it? Now I'm just looking at pictures here. Doesn't look like it's the right term. Pump house looks like a much larger, like brick building. I think the 30th anniversary of Twister celebration Wakita's happening. Is it this weekend? Is it now? I know Sean Whalen and Wendell Josepher are both going to be there. I think either Jeremy Davies or Alan Rook are going to show as well for the 30th anniversary. Not sure if that's been confirmed or not. Alright, so the build's almost done. Wait, was I doing the build there, or was I just waiting? I was just waiting for scripts to recompile there, wasn't I? When did it say build succeeded? What was the timestamp on that? 21:42. Oh, that was 20 minutes ago. Right. Let's do a new build. Let's do career mode. Beep should be a little deeper. Yeah, I could probably pitch shift it a bit. I think you can just do that in the editor, can't you? If I have to go back to the editor for any reason, remind me and I'll drop the pitch. Maybe see what's like an octave lower. All right, let's do career mode. So we've got 3 skips left, so question whether we use them or not. Now, talk about extreme. On the low end, we've got pretty much nothing happening, and then an EHI of 9 on the high end. Just look at it, the map. I should probably add a scale to the side of this for the cape values. Oh, I think we'll skip. One more skip. There we go. This is going to be a good chase. Right, let's quickly test jumping. Okay, yeah. That should be enough just to get you over the little edges, like the lips on the side of the road. This is make sure you can't, like, repeatedly jump. Right. Let's just get the map layers on that we need. Reflectivity. Okay, it's probably going to form there. So let's get onto this dirt road. Get the lights on. Buy skips. Then game currency. That could work actually, because then it's another trade-off you've got to make. You don't really get. It's like an investment, isn't it? You don't get an immediate payback with it, but it holds potential for the future. I just have to figure out how to price them. If you make it too cheap, then skips don't really become something special if you can just like max them out easily. If they're too expensive, nobody will ever buy them. So have to figure out what a decent price would be. Got a couplet just to our northeast there. So we want. Let's just assume it's going to head northeast because that's usually what they do. Let's use this little stretch of motorway just to get ahead of it. We've got a feeling we're directly under the wall cloud. Yeah, so we can go about 90 miles an hour on the paved road. Let's see how fast we can go on the motorway. Three digits. Let's zoom the map in a bit. Right, where's the wall cloud? Oh yeah, I can just see the edge of it at the top of the screen there. Yeah, I think we're right at, like directly underneath it. So we need to figure out, are there any towns we need to warn? Doesn't look like it. Cows are in the way. Actually, I was going to crash into them. I didn't want to lose money. Ooh, this could be a... Look how wide that wall cloud is. This could be a beast of a tornado here. So we may need to warn that town, so you keep that in mind, because if we take this motorway, warning that town is then no longer an option. So just need to bear that in mind. Oh, this is going to be a huge tornado. Oh, oops. I saw a real life storm chaser do that on a stream. Can't remember who it was. There's a bit of controversy around it, if I remember right. If you get up to a junction, they realise at the last second it's like a T junction, not like a crossroads, and like slam the brakes on and like kind of slide off the road. To be fair, yes, it's dangerous. I can also see how it could easily be done while you're storm chasing as well. Oh, there it is. Right, a second, we need to stop here and just admire this wall cloud. Look at that. I was reaching right down from the sky. We've got some dust getting kicked up over there. Right, let's figure out... Right, it's heading straight northeast, so good intercept point. If it turns more north... Right, we're going to race it. We're going to go around this way. I'm going to try and race it up here. Let's do it. But yeah, sorry, so if I saw your comment before, yeah, I still want to improve the storm structure. Yeah, add more variety. I do have an asset to create rivers and lakes. It's what I used to make the river in the first game. So yeah, I just need to add river tiles to this. And the whole thing that inspired, I don't know if anybody's played the board game Carcassonne before. Essentially you have different tiles and you got to slot them together. But there's certain rules on how they can and can't be matched up. And pretty much then I realised, I was like, wait, if I just design like a dozen tiles that can be fit together in like an almost infinite number of, like practically infinite number of ways, to create unlimited different types of maps. So that's what inspired the design for like the tile-based map. Right, this is a bit dangerous. We're going to end up behind it. It looks like... I thought it was going to turn north. Right. We're going to have to go off-road here. Let's just open up a bit of this. Are we? Or is it going to turn north last second? Right. Let's go off-road. I did upgrade the off-road speed, but it's still painfully slow compared to being on a paved road. Right, maybe we can race it to the other side of that field. It's still not fully developed. Well, that's actually kind of worrying, the fact that look at the wind field on it. It's not even condensed down to the ground yet. And it's already got like an F2 wind field that's like a quarter of a mile wide. It's not even condensed. We need to get ahead of this thing, or if it wedges out, which it looks like it almost certainly will, we'll never get ahead of it. So we just have to risk it. It's not even all the way down to the ground yet. Okay, it's turned slightly north, which works to our advantage. And we're going to get some good opportunities to intercept over here. Oops, let's stay on the road. I still don't think I've managed to do an elevated intercept yet. I don't know if we're going to have enough time though. Look, the funnel's just starting to touch down now. Right. Where is it? Just see it coming down from the clouds. We're in like perfect intercept position here. Let's quickly deploy. And then decide where we want to go next. Let's use this motorway, then that gives us some options over here. Plus it might, if it changes direction towards us, we might be able to do an elevated intercept, which I still haven't managed. The first time I drove over the edge. Second time I did some sort of weird J-turn and the probe flew out the back of the truck into the ground. Hello Poison. Storm Fury weather. I've got to be careful here because it's really easy to crash into the side of these at speed and either fall off the overpass and then you're stuck driving off road, or hit the side and then it costs you a lot of money and samples. So let's just... I'll try and keep those stone pillars centered. Look, going 108 miles an hour now. Oh. Okay, go. Let's start slowing down now. Nuclear bombs added when? I accidentally added them a couple of streams ago. There's something going weird with the bloom setting on the post-processing, and when the overpasses broke apart, we're having these really just completely bright white lights just appear everywhere. It's like a bunch of mini nukes going off. I could do that actually. So if you ever played the game Tornado Jockey, that's where you played as the tornado. There was one level where you could... It wasn't a nuclear bomb, it was a nuclear reactor, so you could hit a nuclear power plant, suck the reactor core up, and then like launch it into the houses, and it would like set off a nuclear explosion and cause a lot of damage. It was a great way of leveling up quickly. Uh, so maybe I could add it as like a shout out to Tornado Jockey. The only problem is if it drops a nuke, there's no way for me to really calculate all the damage there. It might have to literally just be like not actually impact any physics and just be a really bright light which appears for a few seconds. I wonder if it's going to intensify or if it just happens to be really narrow, really intense tornado. Oh, it's heading towards these towns, right. Let's go off-road for a little bit. This is painful. Let's drive towards the overpass over there, because there'll be a road there. Oh, how are we going to warn them? We've got like hills and a dirt road in the way. Right, I need to head more southeast. Hopefully it doesn't hunt. Right, if we're lucky we may get an intercept along this dirt road. Where's the dirt road? I don't know how far down I'm going to have to go. This is cutting it close. Did we even get any data off that last intercept? 11 F1 samples, that's not great. Right, let's deploy right on this road. Quick deploy. Look, we're limited at 47 miles an hour here. It's a bit painful. Looks like this is the most likely town to get hit. It looks like it might pass to the north, but the way it's kind of wobbling, it could hit them. We need to try and warn them if we can. What we'll do is we'll deploy over here, and I'll change the data type so we can get some... Oh, it's slowly getting wider. Oh, look at that power flash. That's right. Oh, look, it's going F4 strength now. Do quick recall. Right, let's just predict. All we can do right now is predict the best we can. Right, stop. Yeah, right, we're going to do quick deploy. Hop out. Change it to temperature. Hop back in. Get out of the path. And then try and give this poor town some warning. Oh, it's almost all the way down to the ground now. Very intense cone. We say that's a cone or a rope? Right. So we're doing 31 mile an hour off-road. I don't even know if we're faster than the tornado, but we've got to try and give them whatever warning we can. Like I say, any warning, even a few seconds, is better than no warning at all. Just please don't hunt right now, I've got no escape. Got a dirt road that I'm limited to 45 miles an hour on. I think I can go up to 80, 85 miles an hour to hunt. This is getting sketchy. Oh, thank you, saying the game looks amazing. Can I add more trees, ditches, more terrain? Yeah, I'm always going to be trying to improve it. Like, designing, like, levels and, like, visuals isn't a strong point. Like, I'm much stronger at programming and engineering than I am at, like, visual design. But yeah, definitely, continue, like, improving the looks of the game when I can. So, if I'm able to... Oh, this is going to be a direct hit. Like, add variety to the terrain tiles, make the vegetation look better. What is that? Where did that come from? Okay, that's another thing which needs fixing. I think I accidentally clicked something when I was editing the terrain before. Right, that needs fixed before update as well. Right, this trailer park's about to get shredded. I was manually editing the terrain before. And I think I accidentally clicked something. Let's get our probe back. Oh, that's lucky. Turned right at the last second. Let's go for an intercept along that dirt road. Or maybe on that motorway. Actually, no, because if we go on that motorway, like I was mentioning earlier, we're not going to be able to warn those towns. Yeah, it's definitely intercept along the dirt road. It's still not even down to the ground yet. It's F4 and not even fully condensed. How did we do on data there? Okay, we've got some temperature data. Let's deploy again, and if we have time, change the data type. Out of curiosity, what happens if I change the tornado quality like low? That still renders looking very similar. So back to ultra anyway. Oh, there goes the barn. Right. I think we'll back up a little bit. Deploy. And gonna have to collect pressure data now. Now let's warn those towns because they're about to get hammered as well. I'll just seem to fly through the air. It's going like directly for these two. Oh, probe camera. I think it's about to be a decent intercept. Zoom out a bit because it's not all the way to the ground. F2 samples. We'll get F3. F3 will get F4. Or just shy of F4. Alright, let's turn the headlights off. We're quite a bright part of the map here. Punish if you hide in a storm shelter while a tornado's not nearby. Imagine the punishment would just be the fact it would just be boring. Like, the whole point of the game is to get up close to the tornadoes, warn people. So if you just want to hide in a shelter, you can if you want. It's kind of like spawn camping or whatever. It's like you can do it, but there's no real reward for it. So let's see, this is either, yeah, this can only be on the trailer park tile. I don't know what I did there, but yeah, that should be easily fixed, and then I can push an update. I think I'll stream for 5 more minutes, because I did say this was supposed to be 20 to 30 minutes. This always happens, I say 20 to 30 minutes, and I end up having so much fun that I just want to kind of keep going with the stream. Right, we need to do a quick recall. How are we doing on data? Uh-oh. Right, no time to change the data points. What's the escape plan? So I think we'll go here, then we'll turn right onto the motorway. And then we can come up here and use that motorway. Alright. Sorry, trailer park. Oh, I have some fatalities, some injuries, some life saves, injuries, fatalities. Yeah, they didn't have adequate warning, did they? Grab a lawn chair and bien, watch it go by. Just have people outstanding on the porches with their hands on the hips, examining the storm. Actually, I just thought if it hits any length of this, I'll fall through it, because as soon as it hits any section, the whole thing collapses. Okay. Saved by the growl, I guess. Oops. Yeah, you gotta be careful on these. How did I do on my score? I'm 30%, 30%, 37% of the way to postdoc. We do need to collect some dew point data. Oh, it's heading towards us. If we can get back up on there and deployed in time, we can get the missing bit of data. And since we have 4 different data types and 2 to 3 ratings per data type, that should get us a good bit of money. Right, let's try that again. Oh, I think I've timed this poorly. I don't think we're gonna have time to change the data type, but we can just get some extra data. Yeah, it's starting to collapse. Right, quick deploy, and then we're gonna have to try and just get out of the path. This isn't ideal. Should be able to see the overpass starting to collapse now. Yeah, junks are getting thrown out there. Let's deploy again. I can't collect that last data type just because there's no margin for error here. Okay, I think if I turn left I can get out of its path. Whoa, that's really close. That's uncomfortably close. Oh, look out for the hay. Okay, I think I'm going to have to call that a chase, because I am going to need time to prepare the update. Whoa, is that coming towards us? Oh no, it's still attached for now. Now it's come off. Poor cow. So let's analyse the data, see how we did. 3,600, and we already had some cash, didn't we? 8,000, so let's see what upgrades are available. Try and keep the tornado visible just so I can see what it's up to. Only a third of a mile wide, but it's moving 35 miles an hour, which is pretty quick. Upgrades. Max speed on dirt roads. Sampling rate. That feeds into the feedback loop. But I feel like navigating right now is more of the bottleneck, and truck speed is limiting us more than the sampling speed. Let's upgrade that, then if we've got any money left over, we'll do that. Okay, just a short one tonight. I'm going to make just that last little change, just where there's a random brick of terrain which needs to be removed. But I think other than that, I'm happy with it. I guess you can jump off overpasses as well on this. Oh no, you can't. Good. Maybe if you're determined enough. I guess that would be quite an inconvenience, because if you jumped off, there's no way to get back up to your truck except running all the way to the end. Actually, you can press... Okay. New bug discovered. If you press R when you're not actually in your truck, it'll reset and drop through the overpass. So yeah, I'll fix that bug. Looks like it's left the tailgate and the probe behind as well. Okay, discovered a bug right before I ended the stream there, so I'll fix that bug and the little terrain glitch, and I'll push the update in the next half an hour or so. So thank everybody for joining. Enjoy the next version. It'll be out soon, and I'll see you all on the next stream.